Welcome back to my channel, Over the Hill Fitness. Dr. Ram Crespo here again. Thank you for those of y'all that have been following me so far through my health journey. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and click on subscribe, leave a comment after this video, and also click on the ringer bell there on the right so you can be notified for upcoming content on Over the Hill Fitness. For those of y'all that have been following me through my health journey, thank you so much for your support. Hopefully this channel has helped you guys out that are already on the same program to get to your health goals that you have set for yourself. For those of y'all that are new to my channel, thank you for joining us. If you are trying to start your health journey, leave a comment or reach out to me. I'd love to answer any questions that you have. If you are not familiar with the Optavia 5-in-1 program, basically what it is you have 5 fuelings that come in your monthly box. And then you have your one lean and green that you prepare for dinner, lunch, or breakfast, whatever fits for your schedule. You spread out those 6 meals in 2 to 3 hour increments throughout the day. And that is what gets you to optimal weight in this awesome program. So if you have more questions about the program, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to answer any questions that you have. So today we're doing a fueling hack, and it's really not much of a hack. It is just a way to prepare a fueling a little bit different, just to make it better. Not necessarily better, because all these fuelings are great. Those of y'all that have been in the program know you can do a bunch of different things with the fuelings, and I love to try different ways of preparing fueling. Sometimes I'll add something to it to spice it up, but sometimes I'll just prepare it a different way just to make it different and just to give me something different to try on this program. So what we're going to be making today is French fries. Who doesn't like French fries? French fries are great. You know, it's a good snack to have. It's a good addition to a meal. Like I say, if you're doing a burger or some kind of wrap for your lean and green, you can have some French fries as your side dish on your lean and green. So what we're going to be using for the French fries is the mashed potato fueling. So if you have the mashed potato fueling, this is a great way to spice up your mashed potato fuelings to make French fries. So here we go. So all you're going to need for this particular fueling hack is your mashed potato fueling. This one is the sour cream and chives mashed potato, but you can use the other mashed potato fueling as well. But this is what we're going to need. We're going to need some saran wrap and 1/3 cup of water. Now I have this cutting board here just because that's where I'm going to put the fueling to prepare it, and then put this in the freezer after we prepare it. So first off, we're going to take 1/3 cup of water. We're going to put it in our bowl. Follow that with the fueling. Stick that in your bowl and just mix it up as you would any other fueling anytime when you're preparing it. We'll go ahead and mix that up to get a nice consistency. Make sure you scrape out all of the excess part of the fueling. You don't want to lose any bit of this fueling to make these French fries. All right, that looks good. All right, so next I cut up the saran wrap just big enough to cover the cutting board. And then we're just gonna go ahead and put the mix on the saran wrap. Get it all in there. Make sure you don't have any leftover. You don't wanna lose any of this mix for the French fries we're going to make. All right. So then once you have it on the saran wrap, Go ahead and create a rectangular shape the best you can. I'm not an artist, but I will try my best. So the bigger you make it, the thinner it's going to be. Smaller you make it, the thicker it'll be. So just make it how you like it. All right. That looks good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to put this in the freezer for 30 minutes. Once you make your rectangle, in the freezer for 30 minutes. Here we go. So that's been 30 minutes in the freezer, and that is just to harden it up just a little bit. It's not fully frozen. And then we're going to take the mix that's a little hardened, and we're going to go ahead and cut out the French fry shapes that we want. So you cut it in any particular shape that you'd like. We're just going to cut it into some strips here. All right, we want to make sure we can pull them out after they are frozen, because we're going to put it back in the freezer to freeze all the way. So that could be 4 to 6 hours, or you can just leave it overnight and just have it for breakfast or whenever you want. So we're going to put it back in the freezer at this time for 4 to 6 hours. All right, so we've taken it out of the freezer. It's been in there for about 4 hours. Like I said, sometimes I like to do it overnight so it gets a nice frozen texture there, but 4 hours is good as well. And they just come right off of this the saran wrap. Pretty easy. We already cut them. They pre-cut it, so look at that. They just come right off. Already pre-cut. And I went ahead and preheated the air fryer for about 5 minutes on 400. We're going to cook these for about 12 minutes in the air fryer on 400. I like to spray the air fryer just so it doesn't stick. Usually doesn't, you know, it's non-stick anyway, but just in case, just a little bit of dab of this avocado oil, just real simple. And then we just put them on in there and spread them out as best as you can. Stick them in there. And one more. We're going to close it up. 400. And then we'll see what it looks like when it's done. All right, we took them out of the air fryer. I mean, just look at that. Look at it. That is awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fries from the mashed potato fueling. This is awesome. Put some no sugar ketchup. Heinz no sugar ketchup, very good. Not a whole lot, because remember that is a condiment. You'll need to subtract that from your lean and green. But here we go, the best part of my demonstrations, the taste test. All right, here we go. Dip it into some ketchup. So good. So good. You know, you can't have regular potatoes in this program, but this will do. Good substitute. If you're going to add that as a side to something else, maybe one of your wraps, or maybe one of your lean burgers, your wrap burgers, this will do. Good. One thing I found, the less time that you leave it in the freezer and put it into the air fryer, the crunchier they're going to come out. If you leave it overnight and frozen, do those 12 minutes for 400 on the air fryer, they're going to come out a little softer. So it just depends on your likings. Do you like crunchy fries? Do you like softer fries? You know, just work out whatever works for you. Have to try this hack. And I said it's not much of a hack. It's just a different way of preparing them. It's like eating real French fries, and you know you can't have real French fries in this program, but if you can have something that tastes like real French fries, why not? So do it. Leave a comment below. Tell me how you like it. Anything else that you'd like me to try, whether it's a lean and green or a fueling hack, let me know and I'll do my best to get it on our videos to help you reach your health goals. And as always, it's a great day to be alive. It's a great time to hold each other accountable. If somebody hasn't told you lately, you matter. Believe in the possibilities of being great, treat each other the way you want to be treated, and never be satisfied, as there's always an opportunity to be a better version of yourself. Have a great rest of the day and see you soon.